Hey folks, time for another unboxing video. Sorry it's a bit dark, but it's, hang on, I'll turn the kitchen light on, see if that helps. Unfortunately, I didn't notice it was dark. There we go. Didn't notice it was dark until I started recording. I could have stopped and started again, but oh well. So, another unboxing video for this week. I think I know what it is. It's from La Salle, Quebec. So, it didn't get stuck in, where did it get stuck? Dieppe, Nova Scotia. Stuff gets shipped here to sunny St. John's, Newfoundland. I have a feeling I know what it is, so I'll try to act surprised. Yep, it feels like it's what it is. And it's what I thought it was. So this is my replacement copy of the Earth 2 entire series, because only one season, DVD set. And it looks like it's open, so I guess I can pop it open and have a look at the discs and whatnot. The thing is, my copy, not so much I lost the box, I threw the box away because I had bed bugs and I kept the stuff that I wanted to keep. I kept the discs of the DVDs that I wanted to keep. So, the pilot episode was glitchy, and I think the last disc was glitchy too. And I think many of the other discs were glitchy too. So anyway, it's 4 double-sided discs. And I don't know if you are a child of the 90s, as I am, where when this was on NBC, it was on, I think, with the second season of seaQuest. There was first season seaQuest, second season seaQuest, and somewhere down in China is the third season of seaQuest. Michael Ironside couldn't save it, so I know, will be a submarine that goes to space. But it's still in an ocean. It doesn't fly through space. It just got transported to an alien planet. That was all. That was an ocean. I don't know if it was an ocean planet or if just the planet had a big ocean. So, anyway. So, I very much enjoyed this series. And, of course, bought another copy of it, so I can throw my glitchy copies away now. I got this with some Christmas money, I think, or some money someone gave me. Probably Christmas money. Probably. Anyway, as one of the few things I got for the money that I had. And, no thank you note. I like getting a thank you note, but that's not a big deal. So, ended on a cliffhanger. First season, they knew they were canceled by the end of the first season, so they ended on a cliffhanger. Because NBC executives. And it was like the entire series was sort of like an analogy of how the network was treating the show. Much like Firefly was fighting against not the Federation, anyway, whatever the government was, and like the government was Fox and Firefly was the show and the fans and whatnot. And similarly, but like 10 years previous, this was, the little show that could and then suddenly couldn't. So, very good show. If you have a chance to find it on, as I understand it, NBC.com, I think, is it? Has like tons of shows that they used to show. You can find it on DVD. I don't know if you want to buy it to check it out for the first time. If you happen to live close locally to me, feel free to ask me for a lend of this DVD set. After, of course, I've watched it, of course, for quality assurance purposes. And I like watching it when I'm sick for some reason. Anyway, so very good show. Very highly recommended. If you can find it online somewhere on a streaming service, or like I said, on either NBC.com or whatever, because someone did a review for WrestleCrap.com, did a review of the episode of The Bionic Woman that featured women's wrestling. And he said he watches off of either NBC.com or whatever their website is that you can watch old TV shows on. Not Peacock, but an actual free website. Now, it might be ironically geo-locked, because there's an invention called a geo-lock in this TV show. But it might be locked to a particular geographical region, as in the United States of Diabetesburg. So if you're within those 50 states, then you should be able to watch it, or other than that, use a VPN and tell them you're from the United States. Anyway, yeah, very good show. Highly recommended if you get a chance to see it. If it's on there, I haven't checked to see if it was on there. Probably should have checked before I went and bought the DVD set. But it's one of those shows that I think, like I said, it only got one season, so it might not have made it. It's got two episodes. It's got an episode each of two other shows. It's got an episode of, I think, the pilot, or the first episode. I don't know if it's specifically the pilot of Cleopatra 2525, featuring Gina Torres from the aforementioned Firefly, and a somewhat random episode of Sliders. It's they went somewhere that was like, it was not quite the Hunger Games. It was like they were being dropped into a game and then they had to survive. So kind of like the Hunger Games, but before the Hunger Games. So I don't remember what that episode. Does it say what the episodes are? Probably somewhere, but can I find it in the relatively dim lighting? Oh, here we go. Sliders, season 3, episode. Doesn't say the episode number. Hello, that's Blackie, my cat. In case you're a new viewer to my channel. Season 3 episode, and it doesn't give the episode name. Well, it gives the episode name. Rules of the Game. So it's kind of like Hunger Games, but then again, Hunger Games is kind of like a bunch of other things. So whatever that Ice-T was a former military vet and was now homeless, and someone picked him up, and he had dreadlocks, and they hunted him, but they didn't realize he was ex-military. So one of those kind of things, except none of these are people who are ex-military. And they don't really have them in the proper order. Actually, a friend of mine, Adam Bragg, had all these episodes on VHS, recorded off of NTV from right here in sunny St. John's, Newfoundland. And they were in the proper order, proper broadcast order. So I don't know if the people who put this out didn't know the proper broadcast order, because Disc 4 has, Disc 4, the last 2 episodes of Disc 4 should have been earlier in the season. I don't remember exactly where, because one of the characters suffered a broken leg in the pilot, and he was like healing throughout the episode. And in one of these 2 episodes, he had a broken leg again. But then the episode after that, he was up walking around again. So Natural Born Grendlers, I think he had a broken leg. And in Flower Child, he was walking around again. So you could see, he's like, oh wait, this happened before that, but happened after that. So if you are familiar with the show, and I strongly suggest, if possible, you get familiar with the show. Here's a good example here, a promo picture from the show. Couple of well-known names. See if I can pick them out here. So this is the guy. As you can tell, he's got half a leg here, or half a leg of pants, I should say. That is Antonio Sabato Jr. right there. So it's from the 90s. And where is over here? Lex Luthor himself, well, the animated version, Clancy Brown. And what else is he known for? He's somebody else as well. Well, he's Kurgan from The Highlander. And various other people you might know from, well, Rebecca Gayheart is in it. And Tim Curry, you're welcome, is in the first 2 or 3 episodes of it. 2 or 3? See if I can tell from the names how many he's in. He's in the pilot. He's introduced at the end of the pilot. Man Who Fell to Earth 2, yeah, he's in that one. Life Lessons. Yeah, I think, and then they banished him, and then he followed along with them, and, you know, anyway. So, yeah, very good show with very, you know, as with most shows that have a deeper layer, they don't usually make it past the second season. They don't usually make it past the first season. But I'm sure they had great big plans for doing a second season, and how many other seasons they could cross their fingers and get. So, this video ended up being about twice as long as I expected it to be, but I expected to just open it, say, hey, great show, go look at it. So, NBC.com or whatever their website is, check it out there. Earth 2, just, you know, Earth Space 2, I should imagine. or Earth Squared. Just type in Earth, see what comes up. Hope if Earth Final Conflict comes up, skip it. Don't look at it. I don't think that was on NBC, but it may try to sneak in somewhere. So that's it for this week, or whenever I'm going to do my next unboxing. I don't know. Depends. I might show you what I get for Berthelmania 50, where if you're into Roman numerals, life is about to give me an L. Later days.